our girly is getting married. It's happening. Seth Deeppaw is so utterly smitten with Carolina McKee that he is proposing marriage. Of course, our girl's getting married for the first time and of course the last time. Hey loves, it's Amber and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, hi, hello, welcome, and welcome back to our Hot Tea Legacy Challenge. So as you can see, our girl Carolina is fresh out of the bed. She has just woken up and her new fiance is here. So Seth has come over and he actually proposed. So they are officially on their way to getting married. She does really need to use the toilet, so I'm gonna go ahead and let her do that. She also, I realized apparently in residential rentals, if anyone has a washing machine, then it generates laundry. So we have laundry even though we don't have a washing machine in our unit. I think maybe Seth has one in his unit. If not, then it's Josiah, because there's only 3 units in this little townhouse. But I think for this part, what I want to focus on is getting enough money for her to have the wedding with Seth. And I think I want her to be able to fund it. And then from there, we'll just move in with him because he does not live in an empty unit. So I think maybe we just focus on getting moved in with him. And then she can kind of work on buying a bakery from there. I think you can do a small business in a residential rental, but I think I'm going to go for like a freestanding bakery. So I think that's what we're going to try to do for her. So I think once they get married, they'll work on getting her bakery and accomplishing her dreams because, of course, as far as Carolina can see, this is her one true love. We kind of know the story is a little different, but that's what she thinks. So I think that's what we're going to work on in this part. She is washing up her dishes. We do also have our property owner here. Panya is the property owner because he's the default residential rental owner, but it's fine. So with that being said, I think we need to start cooking. And I happen to know that challah is really good to sell. I do also want to try to focus on the baked goods. And honestly, I think that challah fits for that because it is bread. So she does have to bake it. But I do also want her to try to do like some cakes as well. So I'll probably go ahead and have her prepare whatever the best cake we can make is. I think it's going to be the matcha cake. Yeah, a matcha tea cake as well. So that way we're doing some baking, but we need to pull out the big guns here. We got to make some stuff that's worth money because like I said, I want us to have the wedding. I also, she likes cooking. Perfect. I also actually want her to maybe make some friends because I want them to have like a big wedding. I considered having this one be like a small courthouse wedding, but I think that as far as Carolina's concerned, this is like her one true love. She wants to get married and have like the wedding, the white picket fence, all that good stuff. So I think I do want them to have an actual wedding. And I don't think that we have anything in the rules that says we shouldn't. She does need to get pregnant quickly, but I don't think there's any reason why we can't get pregnant basically right after we get married. Or maybe get pregnant right before the wedding. I think that might work too. But yeah, we do need to get pregnant quickly because their marriage is, kind of going to fall apart. But that's fine. Right now, we're kind of playing this like we're Carolina, so she has no reason to think that their marriage is going to fall apart. After all, as far as she's concerned, everything is perfect. Okay, so we've got a couple of items and not a ton of money. We do have like this little area kind of right over here that I think would be perfect for her to run a food sale. So I'm going to bring her over here and kind of set up the stall and hopefully we can make a good bit of money. Like we have some more expensive items, so we'll just go ahead and place this out in the world and then we will stock the table. And I'll probably speed through the sales mostly, unless, something interesting happens. I'm kind of hoping maybe we can meet some cute Sims. Last time we had the markup set at 50%. Honestly, let's go for 75%. I think that's not too bad. Yeah, this is $84 and this is $56. So Definitely a pretty solid profit on these two. I'm hoping that we can sell out the table. I feel like these market tables haven't been working as well as they did when they first added them to the game, but I still think they're pretty good. Honestly, I feel like when they first added them to the game, it would glitch out sometimes and sell like a whole plate and sell all the individual pieces. So that's honestly why you made so much money. But either way, our girl's gonna work the table. Hopefully we can find some Sims to make friends with. I'm kind of thinking about looking on Cupid's Corner, not for relationships because I don't think our girl would be like into cheating, but almost like a Bumble friend. Like I would love for the game to have something like that. That way we could just kind of like find some Sims and add them to her like panel of people she knows. So that way she could get to know some people and then we could have them as friends. Cause I want to try to do some of the like wedding themed events, like the batch party and stuff like that. We do finally have some people over here. So let's go ahead and start trying to convince some people to buy. Our fiance certainly needs to buy from us. Oh, and he did. Monica's over here. She's an adult. I feel like there's some interesting Sims around, but I need young adults, preferably, just because I want them to be the same age as her. But I haven't really seen anyone. She is pretty good friends with Josiah, which I think is cute, but I don't see her getting into a relationship with him. I think that like with the way the story's told, the Sims that she ends up with after her first partner are just people that like she came upon, you know, like randomly. I don't think there's going to be like a long-term Sim in her life that she could have been like cheating with. I think that's kind of out of character for her. Even though she's going to be a mess, very much a hot mess. I don't think she's the type to have had like a long-term affair. I think she just falls in and out of love very quickly. And so that's kind of the story that I'm thinking. So we'll probably have to add some Sims in basically just to keep it fresh. So basically people just come into her bakery that she's never seen before. And she really believes in love at first sight. But for now, we have to get our first relationship off the ground. Oh, Panya's calling. Okay, I'm pretty sure that we were supposed to get an update where they called less about this kind of stuff, but okay. I guess getting into a relationship is different than becoming friends, but I don't need everyone to update me, especially Panya, who I barely know. Ooh, okay, our sale is over. We did make 700 simoleons, which is really good. We sold 2 servings of matcha cake. I honestly think right at the end of the sale, someone just bought the entire rest of my matcha cake. So all we actually have left is 1 serving of challah, but she did make 1,200 simoleons, so that's really good. Seth is calling. Ooh, nobody is home. I have a heart bed and I'm all alone. Come over. Definitely, why not? We finished our sale, so I think that could be fun. She didn't finish this cake that we made. Can I just like take this? No, okay, fine. All right, so she's off, you know, having a little bit of a excursion. After she gets back from that, I think I'll have her check out Cupid's Corner and see if we can find some interesting Sims on there, just because I think it would be nice. We do technically have enough to have the wedding, but I want to get some friends first. Maybe have the wedding on Saturday. Like the perfect time for a wedding. So maybe we can have some Sims to be in the wedding. I'm obsessed with the idea of trying to make my wedding stories work. So I think maybe we'll try to do that. So just to make this easier, we'll hop on Cupid's Corner. Again, she's not looking for a relationship. Definitely thinking of it as more of like a, you know, Bumble's friend. And we'll see if we can find any cute Sims that she might like. We're going to look for young adults just because I think that's who she'd be looking for friends. Okay, we have Molly, a shady bookworm. We'll like her. I think she could be cute. I'm looking more for female friends. Macabre and Jealous, Haley. I could see that working actually. These Sims will definitely need a makeover because these are just like random townies. Competitive and active. We'll save her just because I saw Alaya, but I don't know if they're her type. Creative and a glutton, maybe. And then, oh, Carmen's cute, romantic and creative. She's actually pulled from the gallery. She might be fun just because I feel like she will have you know, outfits and stuff. She won't need as much of a makeover as like a townie would. Probably still give her a little bit of a makeover. I feel like this is going to be my more CC heavy save file. I have a few save files where I'm trying to keep the CC kind of to a minimum, a little bit lighter, just to make those easier to play around updates. But for this one, I think I'm going all in. So even a cute townie will probably get a CC makeover. Alice is cute, actually, though she is in Strangerville, but she is very cute. Angela, we'll save her, but I think we're more of a Lilith girl. Oh, Adeline has the heart on your sleeve and creative. I think she'd be really cute, actually. Maybe for Beatrice, but I think she's like royal, which isn't like ideal. We're definitely getting a lot of female Sims, which is fine because that's what I was looking for, but we'll save them all and then we can add 3, I think, to our contacts. Let's look and see. Who do we want to add? Let's add Adeline. Kind of like Haley, I like the idea of the jealous trait. And then I think we'll go ahead and let's add Carmen as well. And then now that we have them on our contacts, we can add them to Social Bunny. And I know Social Bunny's a little cheaty, but sometimes you just don't have time to make friends. And I need to get married this week. So, let's, we won't do a ton. We'll just send a few friendly messages to everyone. And then I think we'll invite everyone out for like, I don't know, just like a girls' night. Maybe we'll replace the bar because we've been to the nightclub, but I think maybe we'll just go for the bar. Just to switch it up. And plus that nightclub's a little adventurous. So why don't we go ahead and head out just because I think it'll be fun. So we'll have like a little night out. I almost want to just make this our batch trip, but I feel like we don't actually know them yet. So that's maybe a little weird. So let's just head to the lounge. And we'll take the 3 girls. We'll see how she gets on with them. Like, we'll see if there's one that we think we really click with. And then if so, that can be like our sim of honor at the wedding. I think that's the only role we're going to try to fill because I feel like weddings in this game are, set up to fail. So we'll try to keep it real simple. So let's go ahead and, discuss interest. Oh, we can ask about tarot. Is that because she's macabre? That's kind of cool. Let's actually do that. These 3 are cute. Definitely, like I said, I'd do a makeover because the random townie wear is a bit much. But I honestly love making over townies. I just think it's a lot of fun and it's easy for me because I have a little bit of a tendency to make very similar sims. So if I start with like random bases from different townies, it kind of helps me to make sims that I think are cute, but that don't look exactly the same. Yeah, I think we can do that because she's macabre. That's pretty cool, actually. Get advice on a Social Bunny post. I mean, that feels a little bit unnecessary for an adult, but it's okay. Why don't we go ahead and come over here and we have a little bit of money. So let's order drinks for the group. Nothing too expensive. I think maybe like a red wine. No, actually, let's go for a white wine or a white nectar, I guess. Let's do a Granite Falls Grappa Blanco. Just, we're out. Oh, did she just like make a little hand signal like she's ordering around? I don't think I've ever noticed them doing that. That's cute. Yeah, get to drinks, girls. Wait, did he get in my group? Why did you just take one of their glasses? Okay, there you go. I was gonna say, Haley, you gonna let him take your wine? But never mind. Everyone got one, which is good because I paid for it. So I expect everyone to get their drink. Oh, he's cute. Oh, okay. I was like, that Sim's cute. I feel like I recognize him, but Robin is one of the Sims in my Origin Legacy Challenge. This is kind of like a base save file that I've set up. So it has a lot of Sims that I've created in it. So I see a lot of Sims that I've made around just, honestly, just to have like a little bit of variety in my Sims. And while we're talking, oh, let's go ahead and make a toast. That's cute. I don't think she liked that, but it's fine. I mean, I'm just trying to make a toast. It's my wedding. Relationships are doing okay with everyone. They're not like the best. Oh, very much glitch trying to make a toast, but it's okay. Go off, queen. Let's get to know all 3 of the girls just to kind of see what everyone's traits are. Oh, she got us intimate with Haley. That's cute. We'll enthuse about the upcoming wedding. And we learned that Haley is good. We do know all of her traits now because since we met her on Cupid's Corner, we already knew two. So she's macabre, jealous, and good. I think that could be fun. Though I do think that she would maybe end up not loving us because we're a mess and we're going to be having multiple affairs. But you know, swing the roundabouts really. Where did Christy go? Okay, I feel like she left because I can't lock the camera on her, which is fine. We can be down to a little throuple, a little trio of friends. I was gonna say quartet, but that we just lost the fourth one, so we could be a little trio of friends. Look, it's Thorn Bailey. Thorn is not my most hated celebrity because it's Brittany. Brittany's my most hated celebrity. She's everywhere anytime I'm trying to go somewhere. But Thorn is probably a close second. I don't think I see him in my game as much as other people see him in their games, but still. Why don't we play Thumbs Up, just because I think that'll be fun. We'll play with our two friends. Y'all are kind of nursing these glasses of nectar, babes. It's been a while and y'all are still drinking these. And the second you finish, you need to go to the toilet. Oh no, you're not even done. Come on, girl. Okay, Haley, you're the only one who can finish a glass because these other two are still playing around. Okay, I think Haley's definitely our closest friend. I think she's gonna be who we end up with for our sim of honor, which I'm good with. I think she's cute. I definitely think with a makeover, she's gonna be the cutest. So let these two or these three play for a little bit. It's getting a little bit late, so we probably won't be out for too much longer, but I'm hoping playing the game will help their relationship. Okay, oh, wait, are they about to go woohoo? Y'all saw that, right? That was the little woohoo dance. Were Thorn and Octavia about to go get busy in this little closet? Okay, you know what? Love that for y'all. Also, Christy's like right there. She's like just leaving. So honestly, I think she just didn't want to spend time with us, which is fine. Everyone doesn't have to be our best friend. We've got some friends, I think, and I think that's good enough. She's waiting to start the game. I think she already played it a little bit, so I think that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and have her stop, and I think we'll just go ahead and travel home. It is like 1 in the morning, so I think it's reasonable for our girl to go ahead and head out. I don't know what that sign is for. Is it because like that bar isn't complete? It should be complete. Like it's exactly how it was in the game. Whatever. I'm not gonna worry about it. We're heading home. We'll put our girl to bed, and then we'll wake up in the morning. Maybe run one more sale. I was looking at our aspiration and we actually needed to do a get to know you date. So maybe we'll actually have a get to know you date with our fiance, which doesn't make a ton of sense, but I don't know how else we would do it because like I think it's gonna be a little while before she's in a relationship with someone else, and I don't want to wait for her aspiration until then. Like we could do everything else, but I think we could get this done a lot faster. So I think maybe we will just go for a get to know you date today just to get that checked off. I would just have her do a get to know you date with one of the people we met off Cupid's Corner, but it automatically gives you romance even for a get to know you date if it goes well, and I don't want her to have romance with like her friends, you know? She can take a shower, and there's not any food out here that either of the boys have cooked that's good. They do definitely cook a lot, so I'm just gonna have her get leftovers after she's done with her shower. Ooh, Seth is calling. Oh, okay, he had fun. I'm glad. Oh, she got a happy moodlet from bringing friends together. And she is still very happy from being engaged, but she is obviously hungry. Oh, she wants to chat with Haley from being friends. Okay, so they actually friends. They do have bad compatibility, but they are friends. He has good compatibility with Adeline, but they're still just acquaintances. So I think it's fine. I think we still go with Haley just because that is who she kind of clicked with, but I think it'll be good to have like a few friends. So I don't always do the best job like keeping up with relationships in my game. Let's also go ahead and let's ask him on a create a date just to get that done. And we'll do a get to know you date. It'll just be the two of them. I think we'll keep it cute. Let's do food and drinks, and We can be friendly. Actually, no, let's not do drinks because we're going to stay here. Let's do food. Let's be friendly and let's be romantic. And we'll just do it here in our lot because one of the other things I wanted to do is that they need to be romantic on the blanket 3 times. So instead of having a rug downstairs, because we don't have a ton of things, I'm gonna get her the romance blanket and I'm just gonna use it like a rug. And then that way we can check that off. We also need to get a hamper because I'm tired of the amount of clothes that she has just hanging around. So I'm gonna get her a hamper. I know we don't have a washer, but I'm hoping that we can at least get the clothes put up and then maybe figure the other parts out after. So let's try to check off this date. They need to share interests, so we can start with that. Oh, we can give him a residence key. I think that's fine. Ooh, okay. Love that. Oh, okay. And in return, I guess it didn't count for everyone greeting, you know? We both had to do it. It is a little funny because she doesn't have anywhere to sit in her house, so they're just sitting on a bench outside. Oh, I think the romance bear is really upset with us for flirting. Like, look at him. He is so upset with Seth. I mean, we don't have anything going on with the romance bear, so he can't be jealous. I guess maybe he's just jealous because other people are having a good relationship. If so, he shouldn't worry about it with Carolina because her romantic life is going to be definitely something. Okay, they're having a suggestive conversation, so why don't we go ahead and you know what? Let's set up a picnic. Let's just do, we'll keep it cheap. Let's just do a little garden salad. We'll set it up with Seth. I don't think I've ever actually done this. I think that'll be cute because, like, again, we don't we don't have anywhere to sit and we don't have a table inside. So like a cute little garden picnic on the blanket in the living room. The weather isn't like good for an outdoor picnic, so I think this like kind of fits the vibe. Like it has the energy of like a cute little date. Plus they need to share food and I'm hoping we can share food from here. And she needs to eat something. Okay, there we go. Now to share food. We'll express fondness. I'm hoping it, I don't actually know how to share food, so let's pause before they're literally done eating. Okay, well, I wonder if share sweethearts box would be the easier way to do it. I know that you can, like, I know that you can share food besides, okay, well, y'all don't have to eat too. Calm down, girl. You just had garden salad. Okay, let's go ahead and snuggle on the blanket so we can make sure we actually check off using the blanket. Okay, there we go. We're snuggling on the blanket, so that checks that one off. Then I think we should be able to kiss. I think that should count. Okay, we got 2 out of 3. And I think obviously the only other option is a woohoo. So we'll hit him with a little afternoon woohoo on the blanket. Pretty sure I have risky woohoo. So there's some risk here, but they are again supposed to get pregnant pretty quickly. So I think that if we do, we just do. And I think that's kind of how I want to go for them. Like, I just like the idea of them maybe not being super careful and things just happen, but they're in love. So why not? I don't use this woohoo often, so this is honestly kind of hilarious. Yep, no protection was used. Let's see. Was it good? Yep, completely satisfied. Spectacular. Their date's almost over and they're just gonna have silver, but I think that's fine. They're usually not upset if it's just like a silver level date, so I think that's okay. We're getting a call from Mortimer Goth. This is my maid over Mortimer. I think he looks impeccable, but he's our wealthy weirdo, and we're, no thanks. Obviously, we're super in love. We don't need money from Mortimer Goth. We are going to make all this money ourselves, and we're going to have a wonderful wedding with the love of our life. You know, our girl does not need that. He's feeling very confident from turning him down. Show off our muscles. I just think that's funny. And after this, the date's pretty much going to be over. So I'm just going to have her take care of her needs and then probably take all of the clothes to the hamper. We got flowers as a reward for our date. I think that's good. So now all we have to do is share food. So we can work on that and like either this part or the next part. I don't think it really matters, but that's all we have to do to get to the next stage of our aspiration. So we're doing good with that. So I think right now what I'm going to have her do is try to clean up a little bit and then run maybe one more sale on the sales table because we are below 1,000 simoleons, which we need for the wedding. So let's try cooking again. We have the challah, which I think is probably still going to be our most expensive thing. We can start making cupcakes though, so maybe we'll have her do Ooh, I know the pies are also worth a lot. Let's make a blueberry pie. Don't just put the, I hate that if you tell them to do something when they're supposed to be taking out trash, they just like dump the trash on the ground. Like, come on, babe. Let's not be an absolute pig. Aw, Seth stopped over. And he does have a residence key, so I'm happy to have him come over. I'm kind of hoping he'll, clean up while he's here. Maybe pick up this food that I left out. And honestly, maybe pick up all my clothes because I am apparently the messy type. So we have our pie. Let's do one more. We actually need to max the baking skill. I actually need to check. I hate the baking skill. Yeah, we do. We have to max baking and cooking. I hate the baking skill in this game. I feel like it's just like, it just kind of sucks. I don't, stuff that should be baking isn't baking. Like these pies, it's cooking. So like, when am I ever going to work on the baking skill? The things you can bake aren't worth a lot of money and they're not as fun as like the stuff that you can cook. Oh, okay. Seth actually is picking up my clothes. Is he neat? No, he's not. Okay. Honestly, he's definitely really earning his keep though as a partner. So let's go ahead and get these into our inventory and we'll come over here and have another food sale. Hopefully we can get everything sold. I think potentially the challah that I had left in here is gone. Which I did just leave this here, but it is my table. I am gonna bump this up to 100% since we don't have, oh, this is 216 simoleons and these are 68. You know what? Pies are the way to go. When I've done this before, I did find that pie was like the best option, and I think that fits well for her. She is a baker. I mean, pie is a baked good. So let's try to convince, is this Ezra? Is that their name? Yeah, Aliyah. Let's try to convince Aliyah to buy. And if we can sell, honestly, even one piece of this pie, we're like good to go. Okay, well, someone bought a cupcake, which is fine. But like, now that I see how much the pie is worth, that's what okay, there we go. We got a piece of pie sold. That's us. Pretty much good to go. Okay, yeah, we're great. We're thriving. Definitely, if you need to sell something, make it pie. Okay, our girl just finished up a very successful sale. She made 1,500 simoleons, 1,200 of, almost 1,300 of those simoleons she made from 6 pieces of blueberry pie. Definitely, definitely the best option that we've sold so far. And I think maybe everything in our house is like cleaned up because I think that Josiah cleaned up for us. So that's perfect. We do still have some dust bunnies, so we probably need to get like a vacuum. But for now, I think our girl's doing good. She's taking care of her needs. So I think what we'll do is in the next part, I think we'll have all of our wedding events. We'll throw our batch party as well as have our actual wedding. We will have made over these Sims. I'll probably do some shorts making over these two just because, again, I love a good townie makeover. And you'll have to let me know which one should we have as our Sim of Honor. Do you like Adeline more or Haley? I think we're going to go with Haley, but let me know kind of what you're seeing for our relationships in the future. And then what do you think of the plan to have her move in with Seth and then have a freestanding bakery, or should we try to keep this residential rental and turn it into like a small business? Let me know which one you think will work better. I think that one could be a little complicated because it does have a lot of multitasking on lot types, and you know how the Sims can get sometimes. So let me know what you think will work better. I want to say thank you so very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of you who takes a little bit of time out of your day to hang out here with me, and I will see you all next time. Bye.